The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It's Stockton. That's reeled in. It's Delton. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll give it to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Dogs want to crank the tempo. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Got the tight end outside. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Fights off the defender. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. The Ducks get enough for the first down.
And I don't know if field position really matters on that one, right? I know they're on the plus side of the territory, but 4th and inches, most offenses today are going to be going for it. They did. They execute the running play, and they keep the sticks moving.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Moore to the air. They're setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. They'll ride the hot hand. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fair catch, called for and made. starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Moore will throw. Oh, they're after him. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
They run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
To the air on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 7 over Kansas State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Branch. Creates a little space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Give to the big fullback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Got his man. At midfield, he's got room. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Moore to the air. Unloads it downfield. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well.
Going over the top. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
2nd down, he'll throw it. The short hands, it's Hughes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moore will throw. And they're not on the same page there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Complete to the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Ready to try the point after. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for them.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Now improvising. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Moves around to clear up the vision. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Flushed out of the pocket. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. On the move, it's Frazier.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. He's got it down the left side. He's loose. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
28, Georgia, 0.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the option, it's Stockton. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moore will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's low. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 4 over Kansas State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the fullback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
He's at the 29-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. A run for the quarterback. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Using his feet. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's loose. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Oh, better look out. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Georgia.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Here's the handoff. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
Loses 3. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. This is the score. Oregon 35, Georgia 0.
Georgia sends out the punt team.
Number 92, on to punt it away.
And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Gonna run it. It's Hughes. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A third down try for the offense. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And off to Jones. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It's third down and the line to gain is to 36. Leaves it with the running back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. He wants to change this route. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Direct snap. It's Humphries. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Skips away from pressure. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Runs through a tackle.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Handoff to the single running back. It's a seam wide open. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every...